Hello, welcome everyone to lecture number 30 of Fundamentals of Computing. This lecture is on Fundamental of Internet Concepts. The topics that I'll cover in this lecture are the web browser, types of web browsers, the features, characteristics of these different type of web browsers, and search engines, and lastly the type of search engines. So, let us start with the web browser. What exactly is a web browser? You have heard about Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox. So, these are the most commonly used web browsers. We all are familiar with it. What exactly it is? Web browser is nothing but is an application that helps us to access a website using an internet connection. In my last lecture, we have seen the various types of internet connection, that may be dial-up, ISDN, DSL, lease line, satellite, fiber, cable, cellular. So, if we have internet connection, next question comes, how to access this website? For that, we use a web browser. So, another way you can say that it is a medium to interact with the web servers to fetch any information, and this information is displayed as a web page. We can access any website through web browser if we know the website address. The website address is given by what? Your URL, that is the Uniform Resource Locator. It means what? How we get HTTP, it is what somewhat that HTTP is www.google.com. So, this is the URL for accessing what? The Google website. Example of web browsers include Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari, Microsoft Edge. There are others also. So, basically the web browsers is what? This is used for navigation purpose, and how we can access the websites by using the internet connection. So, there are several types of web browsers which are available, and each of them having their own strengths and weaknesses. So, in the coming slides, we will discuss about the different types of the browsers, their features along with their strengths and the weaknesses. How the web browser works, why we need it, means how you can navigate the websites, how you can visit the various websites by using this browser. So, first step is what? The client initiates a request. That request is through the, you can say, HTTP request. Here this computer, this shows what it's a client, and you have a connection through it by using a different type of internet connections. You can establish a connection, and there is a web servers that provides the services to the client. So, the first step is what? The client initiates a request. Then how it is initiated? Simply you can say by typing the address of a website. Suppose we have typed out the www.wikipedia.org. So, it means what? This request has been initiated by client, or you can say the user. Then next step is establishment of a connection take place via the internet. Obviously, if it is connected through internet, then only the client is connected to the web server. After that, the HTTP request is sent by the web browser to the web server. Then the request travels across the internet. Next step is the web server receives the request and processes it, recognize what type of services has been requested from the client end. After that, the web server sends the HTTP response and it travels back across the internet. The client then receives the response rendered as a web page. So, this is the process, or you can say the working of a web browser. any type of web browser, whether it's a Chrome or it's a Microsoft Edge or anything. Only thing is what, client sends a request to the server through the internet, server receives it, and then depending upon that what type of services is to be provided to the client, it sends the response to the client, or you can say user, through the HTTP response. There are different types of web browsers available. Most commonly used are Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, Opera. These are the most, or you can say, commonly used web browsers. Types of a web browsers means how we can categorize the web browser that we can do on the basis of graphical based web browsers are Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari and Microsoft Edge. These are the graphical based web browsers. Text based web browsers are also available, for example Linux, or you can say mobile web browsers. These are basically used for the mobile phones. It may be Safari, iOS, Google Chrome. Google Chrome may be Android and iOS, or Samsung Internet. Next will be the security and privacy focused web browser. It may be Brave, Tor, DuckDuckGo browser. Lightweight browser, that may be Medore, Opera Mini. Alternative Chromium based, it's Vivaldi and Opera. And the command line web browser, for example W3M and Lynx. So these are the different type of web browsers which are available. I have taken only a few web browsers which are most commonly used, that is the Google Chrome, Mozilla, Apple Safari, Microsoft Edge, Safari iOS, Google Chrome for Android and iOS, Samsung Internet, Brave, Opera Mini and Lynx. Google Chrome is best for speed, means if you want the fast performance, if you want to quickly access the website, then the Google Chrome is preferred. And it is also, it has an integration with the Google services also. Mozilla, this provides the privacy and that is an enhanced tracking protection. So when the privacy is concerned or the priority, then one can go for the Mozilla browser. Apple uses the Apple Safari browsers. Microsoft Edge, if you want to have a AI integration, or then you go for the Microsoft Edge. For Apple mobile devices, Safari iOS browser is preferred. For fast browsing, cross device sensing, that is synchronization across devices via Google account or the data saving mode, Google Chrome in both the cases of Android and iOS is preferred. For Samsung devices, Samsung Internet browser is preferred. And for having a privacy and ad blocking, that is, ad blocking means with that you can block ads, trackers in an invasive scripts by default. So in that case, Brave is used. For data efficiency, that is high data efficiency with compression technology and fast browsing speeds on slow network, in that case Opera Mini is preferred. And if speed in command line, that is the fast and lightweight, user friendly with menu driven configuration, then Lynx is the best for that. Nowadays, the Lync 2 version includes graphical support also. Consider only the most commonly used browsers and when they are preferred. For speed, obviously the Google Chrome. for privacy or ad blocking, the Brave is preferred. So, that is discussed in this slide. Next, I will talk about the widely used web browsers with their features, or you can say characteristics. In the previous slide, I discussed only the which browser is suitable for what conditions, or you preferred which browser for speed, privacy or AI, or for particular type of Apple users or data efficiency, that I discussed in this. Next, I will discuss the main features of this widely used web browsers. First one is the Google Chrome. When the speed matters, yes, because the speed of the Google Chrome is high, it is easy to use, it has a vast library of extensions, and it is the most popular web browsers globally. Another one is a Microsoft Edge. It has an integration with Windows features. So, you can see that sign of Windows also in the Microsoft Edge. It provides customization option. Customization option means what? Personalize your browser. So, personalize a browser, your browser means what? It can personalize your browser with themes, extensions and settings that can greatly enhance your browsing experience. Safari, it has an integration with the Apple ecosystem, speed is good and energy wise it's efficient. Mozilla Firefox, this is an open source and it provides the privacy, it also provides a customization option, that is the personalize your browser with themes others. Opera, it has a built-in VPN and it has a ad blocker. It can be used in turbo mode for limiting data usage. So, this is all about the most commonly used browsers and their characteristics. Some other browsers are also available that I already discussed in my previous slides, that may be Wave or your Vivaldi, Tor browser, Opera Mini. Now, there are so many browsers which are available, and every browser is offering some unique features. So, how to decide how to select the given browser? So, points to consider while selecting a browser are, means what are the key points that one should focus while considering, or you can say while selecting a browser. Number one, performance. Performance means what? How quickly the page is loaded. So, it means what? Quick page loading time, and quick page loading time means what? How quickly the website is loaded, and how that we can say the speed also, and how smooth is navigation. Another one is the privacy and security. So, privacy and security, these are the features that we look for, like built-in ad blockers, because we don't want to see the ads. So, ad blockers or anti-tracking measures and secure browsing modes. So, what does it mean? Whenever you open a website by any browser, so for very first thing is what? How long you have to wait for that website to be displayed on it. If you have to wait long, it means what? You are wasting your time. And So therefore, there we need a quick page loading time, that is the speed. The faster the speed, obviously its performance will be high. In some of the, while using your Google or other, you can see what most of the ads come up, although you have not requested for that app, but it comes automatically. So that should be blocked because we are not interested on this. And for security, anti-tracking measures should also be provided by the browsers. So we have already seen some provides, some are good in the speed, that is the Google. Some provides a privacy and security. Another measure is the what? Key point that you have to see is the compatibility. Compatibility means what? How compatible it is with your operating system. You have some operating system, that is, it may be Linux, it may be Unix, it may be Windows on your desktop. So is it that browser is compatible to your operating system? That has to be checked. If it is compatible to all, then it's a good choice. Then next is customization. Customization means what? It is what? The personalize your browser. How you can personalize? You can personalize your browser with themes, extensions, and settings, so that you can have your browser according to you for having a greater experience. Cross-platform synchronization, it should be there. User interface, that it should be user friendly. User friendly means what? How easily you can access the websites or you can navigate it. And developer tools, some of the browsers provides a developer tools. Developer tools, this helps the developer, like in Google Chrome, we can get the codes written in the HTML. So that will help the developer to get an idea what type of codes that can be used to develop these type of web pages. So these are the key points that one should consider while selecting a browser. That's a performance, privacy, security, compatibility, customization, cross-platform syncing, user interface, and the developer tools. Next is the search engines. You all are familiar with the Google. These are the search engines, as the name suggests, that searches something, that is looking for something. You want to get some information about something, you just text it, you write it, and a number of websites had been displayed that containing this text. So what exactly is a search engine? It is nothing but it's a program or a platform designed to find information on www, that is the World Wide Web, based on keywords or phrases entered by the user. Suppose you have written a computer, or you have written what is computer. So you will get a websites that contains the definition of a computers. Search engines are a kind of websites that use sophisticated algorithms to rank and accesses the relevancy of search results depending on users' experience, popularity, and quality of the information. Basically, you can say that these are the tools used to locate a specific information or website throughout the wide internet. Thus, web browsers are the software programs used to access and display web material. How the search engine works? I am just giving you an idea. Don't go into the detail because it is the fundamentals. So, I am just giving an idea how it works. crawling, indexing and ranking. These are the steps for working of a search engines. So, first step is a crawling. Crawling means what? It makes use of web crawlers to find and explore the vast amount of information on the internet based on user queries. Means you have typed what is computer. So, it will look for in how many web pages and the website this what is computer is there. Then next, indexing means organization and categorization of a content found by web crawlers and storing it. Then it will provide the ranks to it, that is the ranking. Ranking means what? Search engine rank the web pages by using rank algorithms. There are various type of rank algorithms. Most popular is the PageRank algorithms. These are based on the various factors such as credibility, usability, location, language, etc. So, through these slides, I just want to give you an idea how the search engine works. First one is the crawling, then indexing, and then finally the ranking. Ranking will decide. There are so many web pages that contains the term computer. Then what we are interested in those who got the high rank. So, a search engine is nothing but it works by continuously exploring and cataloging the internet, and then using a sophisticated algorithm to match user queries with most valuable and relevant information in a vast index. So, this entire process happens in a fraction of a second to provide the user with the search results that the user needs. So, we all have done the searching here. You can use a and or comma etc. for searching of the phrases and the text. There are various types of search engines which are available. Google is known to everyone. Apart from that, we have the Microsoft Bing, Yahoo Search, Yandex, Baidu, Naver and DuckDuckGo. I will discuss only about the widely used search engines and their characteristics. First one is the Google, which is the most popular. It has a good speed, visual search integration with the Google services, Gmail, Google Maps and AI, that is the artificial intelligence integration, and it is most widely used globally. Microsoft Bing, it also has an integration with the other Microsoft products and it provides a visual search. Yahoo Search, it is one of the oldest but less widely used as compared to Google and Bing. DuckDuckGo, this mainly focuses on the privacy, that is, do not track search history of the user. And it allows a direct search within a website with man commands. Other search engines which are available are Yandex, Baidu and Naver. So, I have discussed only on these because the Google, Microsoft, Bing and Yahoo Search and little bit of DuckDuckGo, these are the most widely used, and Google is the most popular search engines. So, what I have discussed in this lecture, we use a web browser to open and view a website, that is the need of a web browser. It means web browser is need to open and view websites. Then we can use a search engines often accessed through a web browser to find specific websites or information on the internet by typing in keywords that we usually do with the Google, that we write when we write www.google.com, then it goes to that site, and if I am interested in the definition of a data, then I can write what is data, then it will do what? It will display the specific websites that contains this information about the, or you can say definition of a data. We need a browser to get to search engines, but we don't need a search engine to go directly to website if we know the address. So, this is the conclusion of this lecture. So, I hope now you can understand what the web browser is, what is the use of the web browsers, what are the different type of web browsers which are available, and what are the characteristics of widely used web browsers, what is the search engines and the widely used search engines. Thank you.